All right. So we are good. We are good to start. And yes, I'm on Ryza. I'm on Ryza. I'm on Ryza, and that's for a good reason.
Admiral Tuvok and Captain Kim are leading the analysis of the artifact you found on Vardwa Prime. I knew you'd want to be there for the great reveal, so I've arranged for you and your crew to be part of the team. Rendezvous with Voyager to get started.
That still does not. That still absolutely does not fit.
There's
All right.
something interesting.
So what am I going to show off? Let's transwarp to the Delta Quadrant, and we'll see. Might not have seen it. You might not have seen it there, but you might not have seen it there. But we'll see it once we. We'll see it once we warp into the warp in and start the mission. Hopefully everybody's doing. Hopefully everybody's doing good this morning. Hopefully everything is going well. Of course, I'll need to and of course I'll need to fix the video camera once I actually get into the thing. So I just realized something about this. The ship, it is Federation and Federation aligned only. So I'm gonna put it on my beginning Romulan character and shift a certain other ship that I got along with this one over to my Romulan Delta recruit officer. Ah, there it is. Understood. Let's meet with Voyager. There it is. There's my Terran Lexington Dreadnought. Finally. And it only took a long time to get. Understood. I'll talk to Tuvok.
Welcome back to Voyager. We were about to begin studying the device you recovered from Gall's communication center. Since you have spearheaded much of our efforts here, I would like you to take the lead once again. Captain Kim and 7 of 9 are at your disposal. Talk with them if you need more help deciphering the device. When you finish your analysis, return to me for further orders. I will be here in the transporter room to see you off.
Understood, Admiral. I'll take a look at the device and engineering. Before I do that, let me go up here. Move this around just a little bit so you can see the map. Man, it has been a long time since I played this particular character. The other Romulan is going to have to wait wait though, because like I said, I'm going to put the summer event ship on that character.
Glad you're here. We transported the device to engineering here so we could run all the scans and tests we could think of. The first thing we need to do is determine how it's communicating. We can't find any normal transmissions from it, but we're hoping you have some new ideas to bring to the table.
Agreed. Back. Let's scan the thing. Yes, subspace fields.
The device communicates with subspace. We should have guessed that. Now comes the hard part. We need to access the device's memory core. The engineering team here on Voyager is good, and I've heard your team is top-notch, but it might take more time than we have for either team to make a full analysis. We should have both teams give you their opinions on the device. If we work together, hopefully we can make a breakthrough.
Hold on a second, I'm putting something in here in the chat. I'm not sure if I spelled Dreadnought right. It's spelled Dreadnought right though. Agreed.
You'll need to set switches on the device until we get solid readings. We'll be able to tell if switches are in the correct position, but not which switches. Good luck.
Okay, I'll go set the switches. You have the teams tell me what state the device is in. Here we go with this. Yeah, here we go with this again. Everything's off. What do we
The
got?
engineers tell me there is only one switch in the correct orientation.
What about this one?
The engineering teams are reading big zeros across the board.
So,
The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct mode. The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches...
oh my god. Hold on.
The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are...
So which one of these?
The engineers tell me there is only one... Sir, I've consulted with both the engineers here on Voyager and your chief engineer. I am seeing green across the board. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have access to the primary memory core of the device. Unfortunately, we're only halfway there. Now we need to access the secondary memory core to get full access to the data we need.
I'll access the secondary memory core. Go again. Gotta access the switches. Everything is...
The engineers tell me there is only one switch in the correct orient.
alright.
The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct...
So one of them's gotta be off.
The engineers tell me there is only one... The engineers tell me there is...
So it's the middle one.
Looks like you did it again. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have full access to the memory core of the device. 7 of 9 should be of assistance in accessing the memory banks of that device. She's in astrometrics, attempting to get a fix on the location of who or what is receiving these transmissions.
Excellent. I'll go see 7 and 9. Oh. Whoops. Okay, we beam that to astrometrics, and that's where we're gonna need.
We have access to the databanks of the device. Very efficient work. From the data we have received so far, we will be able to pinpoint the exact transmission coordinates. However, it is possible that doing so may alert whomever is on the other end that we have reverse-engineered their technology. There are 3 likely ways to get at the information. I suggest further analysis to determine the best course of action.
Alright. Come up here and get the data out. I think this one worked. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one worked. So we got that. Let's talk to Tuvok.
Fascinating. Excellent work. With this location, we may be able to finally reveal who gave the Vaadwaur their advanced technology, and why the neuroparasites appeared again in this time and place. Commander Jarrok of the Romulan Republic has requested to join you on this operation. Her own analysis of the device has shown that the Romulans have had some contact with the creators of this device, a race known as the Ilachi. She will meet you in subspace at the given coordinates. Finally, Voyager's emergency medical hologram, the Doctor, will be assigned to your crew. His knowledge of the Delta Quadrant races may prove invaluable. He's not much of a combatant, but should prove useful.
Understood, Admiral. Go talk to the Doctor.
Hello again.
And there we go. Off we go. I'm ready to beam up. Man, it has been ages since I played this character. I still have my scarf on from the winter event too. Go to yellow alert. Keep an eye out for those Ilachi ships. On those Ilachi ships.
Greetings. This is Commander Jarrok of the RRW Lisette. When we learned that the Ilachi were involved, I requested to shadow you on this mission. I know your experience with the Ilachi is limited. The Romulan Republic, however, has an extensive history with this race.
Just who exactly are the Ilachi?
The Tal Shiar used Ilachi to help invade Virinat, a colony made up of Romulan refugees seeking to make a new life for themselves. The two factions worked together to convince Romulan colonies to join the Tal Shiar. It was in spite of this that the Romulan Republic was forged. We fought off the Tal Shiar and eventually made a stand against the Ilachi at New Romulus. Many Romulans gave their lives in defense of our new homeworld. But that final defense seemed to quiet Ilachi attacks for quite some time, barring the occasional incursion from subspace.
Understood.
All right, we'll follow your lead here. We're seeing 3 patrol groups. Recommend we eliminate them before we board the station.
All right. I think in order to use the phaser lance, I gotta have them right in the front of. Boom. And of course, I still have abilities from my my Terran Somerville ship as well. Nice. Whoop, the shuttlecraft. The shuttles are actually doing a number on them, which is actually, or not the shuttles, but the mirror fighters. Oh god. Oh, my crew's got to be the ones who actually, the crew's got to be the one.
It's odd that Gaul was contacted by Hamachi. They don't exactly play well with others. Another Alachi ship is here to defend the outpost.
Those fighters doing a real big number on it, and I can't appreciate that. I need 2 yellows. I'd like to be able to use my weapons, please. Well, that's not a surprise. Not a surprise with my shields being down and all that. Nice. Okay. Beam over to the station. Beam over to the station.
Good. You found the breathing apparatus. That should take care of that nasty cough.
Oh yeah, I have the torchbearer stuff, don't I? Others have basic, except for one of my crew, which has the oh my god, the thing from Step Between the Stars. Commander Durock?
I was thinking we should split up and cover as much of the facility as we can, unless you have a better idea.
Doctor, what's your take on the situation?
This is obviously an Alachi facility. What I know about them comes from the Romulan Republic's databases, but I should be able to learn more as we examine this location. The air here is suitable for the Alachi, which means that you may find breathing difficult. I, of course, do not have that problem. If you have an environmental suit, or even some sort of rebreather, you will be fine. If you don't, keep an eye out for something that could help filter out the toxins.
Which of course I have one of my suit. All right. Yeah, that went pretty quick, but that's not really that. What? I thought somebody was attacking back there. I think. Oh, hold on. There we go.
These are definitely Solinae tables, which, if I'm correct, and I always am, is the same race you dealt with after using the Iconian Gateway on New Romulus. The Solinae kidnap victims through subspace for their brutal experiments. If they are somehow connected to the Alachi and the Vaadwaur, this is beginning to make more sense. If I had to guess, there must be a stasis room nearby. We should find it and rescue anyone in there who can still be saved.
Right. Why do I still hear weapons fire going off though? Need to go this way from the looks of it. Yeah, naturally, of course, I get the new ship. Get new ship and most of the missions on the ground. I can't move. All right. Go through this way.
It looks as if they are converting their captives into more Alachi. If my readings are correct, there are several individuals here who have only just begun the conversion process. We can save them if we bring them back to your ship.
All right. Nope, don't want to be right in the middle there. I think there's more. I think there are more Lachi down this way. Yeah, naturally, of course. Okay, let me make sure I clear out the room, and I think I did.
A Kazon? Even the Borg won't assimilate to Kazon.
I didn't see no Kazon in. What are you guys firing at? I didn't see no Kazon in that tube. Oh crap. Well, that probably answers my question about what the hell they were firing at. Clear out the effects there.
Everything will be fine, Mr. Teray. We'll beam you directly to sickbay.
All right. Right here, the Hazari.
Ah, a Hazari. Stay calm. We'll get you the medical attention you need.
There's the Klingon.
This is no way for a proud Klingon warrior to go out. We'll patch him up immediately.
Klingon. A Romulan.
We're transporting you to a Romulan ship in orbit. You're going to be fine. Transport this Talaxian directly to sickbay.
All right, and I think the last person's right here.
You'll be back on duty before you know it. One to beam up.
There we go. That takes care of that.
Well, the Solanae are definitely involved. I believe I have everything I need from this area. We need to keep moving if we hope to meet up with Commander Jirok. The door is unlocked now. We should keep going.
Yeah, no, that might be a good idea. All right, we can go through. We can go through here. And I think we can go through this room. Whoa. Whoa.
This is odd. You sound like you're in a Solanae lab, but we're in some place that looks like a prison. In fact, I'd say that's exactly what it is. And they've just had a breakout. Whoever it was, they used our arrival as the distraction they needed to make their move. I'll keep looking for more information, but I hope the escapees are friendly.
Excuse me. Be careful, Commander.
A prison break? Maybe I should go back to the ship.
All right, move forward here.
Neural parasites. This must be where the Vaadwaur were implanted with those mind-controlling bugs.
Yeah, the Solanae don't fight. They'll just beam out.
Neural parasites. Just as I suspected. Did you know that several Starfleet officers were infected by these in the mid-2360s? The Enterprise logs from that era are fascinating reading if you ever have a few dozen hours to spare.
I'll take a look at them later, Doctor. Continue, please.
If Gaul and the infected Vaadwaur were communicating with this station, it stands to reason that this may be the facility where the bluegill implantation takes place. We should definitely investigate further. If we can find the implantation room, then I should be able to analyze their equipment and gather more information. I don't believe it. The empirical evidence is right in front of me, but I'm actually having difficulty processing this information.
What is it?
This tech, this whole facility, it's Iconian. There are variations on the norm, of course, because of the Solanae and Delachi influence, but I see distinct signs of their presence throughout the facility.
Iconians here, too?
The Iconians, as we know them, rarely reveal themselves. The only known interaction with an Iconian in modern history took place on Kronos, when... Wait, you were there! I don't need to explain that situation again. As I was saying, the Iconians don't like to act directly. They use servitor races, like the Alachi and the Solanae, to cause chaos in their name. And the neural parasites, they've bioengineered. Rather like the founders created the Jem'Hadar, but sophisticated enough to control another species, and with much less free will. The parasites are a weapon.
What about the Vaadwaur? They were active before the Iconians revealed themselves.
When Voyager revived the Vaadwaur, their technology was outdated compared to what other powers in the Delta Quadrant had at that time. Even the Kazon outdid them. But now, Vaadwaur technology is cutting edge. The only way they could have advanced so far, so fast, was by allying themselves with someone else. With the Iconians. The Vaadwaur got their tech upgrades from them, but they also got the neural parasites. The parasites gave the Vaadwaur power, but they gave the Iconians control. They were ultimately the ones pulling the strings. This entire war has been against an enemy we didn't even see.
That's the information we needed to find. Let's meet up with Commander Jirok. Get off the station. Whoop. Well, speaking of parasites. Alright. Got rid of them. Nasty, nasty. Nasty, nasty bugs. Well, the escorts are gone. Yeah, the flying ones are a bit more annoying. Alright.
Some of this technology is ancient, but it's quite advanced.
Alright. Down here. Open this one.
These parasites aren't a natural species at all. They look engineered.
And I think there's another thing over here to scan. Boom.
This is more like a factory than a laboratory.
Alright, we got what we needed. We got what we needed out of this chamber. Oh, a couple things over here I missed. Good thing, a couple things over here I missed. Good thing I have to come back. Understood. No, switch over to the one that doesn't have a shield. There we go. We got rid of.
I think we're catching up with the escapees, and they might be from the Alpha Quadrant. We found a dead Romulan prisoner guard. He was part of the breakout, but I don't know if he was part of the Republic or loyal to the Tal Shiar. Keep an eye out. The prisoners are headed in your direction.
Understood. We'll be ready for them.
Maybe we should avoid any potential contact with the prisoner? I think I've seen enough combat for today.
Alright, up we go. I like how certain deals, I like how certain rooms, even though this still looks like an Alachi infected room. I removed the exosuit, even though the room still looks toxic. Even though the room looks toxic as hell.
Humans. Always showing up when you're least expected.
Whoop.
More Alachi. I don't think the Iconians want me to leave.
Alright, over here.
Their tenacity is almost admirable.
Take that, thank you.
Looks like you could use a hand.
Alright, good. Good, got some help here. Alright.
And now we have their leader's attention.
Ah, crap. Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna last all that long. Hey, all right, let me grab this. One over there.
Sela! I should kill you where you stand. justice for all the lives you've destroyed.
Calm down, Jirok.
And if you do, you'll never learn about the Iconians. I've been here for months. I've seen enough to know you need my help.
That could be very valuable. That could be very valuable information, Commander Jirok.
Fine, you interrogate her. I might get a little carried away. But she returns with me to the Lisette when you're finished here. Sela is a prisoner of the Romulan Republic. Your government can go through official channels if they want to talk to her.
Agreed, you can take custody of her once we're done.
You and this Sela person seem to have some history. I'll leave you to speak to her.
Not so fast. You have the weapons, but I have the information. If you want to learn what I know, you'll need to keep those Romulan rebels under control. You've stumbled into something much greater than you're prepared to handle. I'm the best ally you have.
Talk, then I'll decide what happens to you.
I assume you already know where you are. Both the Alachi and the Solanae serve the Iconians. The Alachi are their warriors, and the Solanae are their scientists. They're the ones who created those creatures implanted into the Vaadwaur.
They're all parasites. Why did the Iconians use them here, but not all did Tal Shiar?
Hakiv joined the Iconians out of faith. He thought the Iconians would create an empire he could rule. That did not go as planned. This time the Iconians wanted to control their puppets. When the Vaadwaur asked for strength to defeat their enemies, the Iconians gave them the parasites. The Vaadwaur had strength, but also strings. Strings that have now been cut. I'm sure you had something to do with that.
Yes, alongside an alliance of the Romulan Republic and the Klingon Empire.
All three of you working together? The world has changed in my absence. Or were the Vaadwaur that much of a threat to the Alpha Quadrant?
Actually, we're in the Delta Quadrant now.
That explains some things. I'd love an escort back to the world at large, but I have a feeling you have some questions first.
I do have a few questions.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
What's your relationship with the Iconians? Were you their prisoner or their ally?
How important is that, really? I worked with the Iconians because, at the time, I thought it was the best thing for my people. After we lost the homeworld, we were scattered, starving. A shadow of what we once were. What were we supposed to do? Beg the Federation? Or the Klingons for scraps? Pathetic. The so-called Romulan Republic has made their way, but they did it at the cost of Romulan dignity.
Is dignity more important than survival?
We are not refugees. We are Romulan. We needed a strong leader to bind us together again, and I knew I could be that leader. The Iconians were a means to an end. They gave us strength at a time when we were at our weakest. Had I known what Hakiv, what he and the Iconians did to our world, perhaps I would not have made the same decision.
Sorry about that. The Republic is starving. You're in a prison. Who made the better choice?
Dwelling on the past is meaningless. I am here, and so are you. Today, our goals are aligned. We both want to stop the Iconian advance. You need me.
Okay, fine. I have another thing I want to talk to you about.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
Do the Iconians have a weakness? Something we can exploit to help us defeat them?
Hubris. The Iconians think they are the rulers of the galaxy. They thought so 200,000 years ago, when they were driven off their homeworld by the fire of 1,000 races allied against them. They think so now, when they look at us and see us as children stumbling in the dark. They do not see our strength, our willingness to fight. Use their hubris against them, and the Iconians will fall.
Noted. I have something else I want to talk to you about.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
What's the Iconian master plan?
I honestly don't know. Why would they share their plans with a prisoner? That may make me less valuable in your eyes, but don't be fooled. I know more about the Iconians' operations than they realize.
Perhaps there's a different question you'll be more comfortable in answering.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
Okay, where's the rest of your crew?
Ah, the crew. The Alachi took them one by one and turned them into those things. Revolting. If I had known that was what they were doing with the captives from the colonies, I would have...
Now who's dwelling on the past?
Yes, you were asking about the crew. A handful of us were still alive when the station went on alert. We took a chance and made our escape. They died, nobly, as Romulans protecting their Empress. I will remember their sacrifice.
I think we're done here. Time to return to the ship.
Will I be taken into your custody? Or will I be left to Tiara's tender mercies?
We have agreed that the spirit of cooperation, Commander Jarrok will take custody. She is under strict orders to deliver you directly to Alliance Command. You will not be harmed.
Very well. It's not like I have a choice in the matter, do I?
Lisette, one to beam up. Alright. Back over to our ship. And that should be this particular mission done. All right. All right, almost done. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
We have Empress Sela in our brig. When she was taken by the Iconians last year, many of my people thought she would get away with her heinous crimes against the galaxy. With her in my brig, I am happy to know that is no longer a possibility. Of course, I understand that the Romulan Republic's claim on her is not unique. Her crimes are against all of the Alpha Quadrant. To that end, I will ensure that she be made available to all the Alliance leaders for interrogation and debriefing.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I'd call a walk in the park. At least we know exactly how the Iconians were controlling the Vaadwaur. And you've certainly put a crimp in their plans. On the upside, as a photonic life form, I'm immune to any attempts at subversion by neural parasites. I'll see to the care of the captives we've rescued. In the meantime, it sounds like you and the Romulan Republic Command have a lot to talk about. Sela certainly has a story to tell, but should we believe all of it? I'll put a bug in Admiral Janeway's ear about the situation. That was a joke, by the way. You're going to be busy. Don't overdo... Oh, who am I kidding? Command officers never take their doctor's advice. Just remember that you're not in this alone. Good luck. I suspect things are starting to get interesting.
That being said, done. We are done with the mission.
I'll say one thing for Sela. When she puts a scheme together, she doesn't think small. For now, her fate lies in the hands of the diplomatic corps. Starfleet will be in touch once they've learned more. There's something interesting I'd like...
All right.
We have a situation on Kabali Prime. You and I were both asked by name to help. All that I've been told is that the Vaadwaur have launched a large offensive and have retaken the area in front of their temple. The place where they keep unconscious Vaadwaur stored. They need our help to retake the area, though I have a feeling something else is going on. Can you help with the situation?
What do I have regarding this? What do I have regarding this particular? I do need to put something in the Universal Console there. I'll figure it out. Maybe the impulse engine, but I don't know. Let me pause just for a second. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some more. I'm gonna go get some more coffee before I start this. All right, and I'm back. Off we go. And let's begin. It's probably the last mission for this stream, given how long this particular mission takes, especially on that on that maze section. That maze section is atrocious as hell. That maze section is annoying as hell.
The breach is widening. I've got to close this now. Almost there. I just need a minute to...
Harry! Harry! Grab my hand!
Can't reach. I'm slipping. The Vaadwaur are making a new push into the system, and we could use your help. The Rhode Island is assisting the new Kabali flagship Samsar, but you know the Vaadwaur. They're relentless.
Why are the Vaadwaur still attacking the Kabali?
Ask them if you can get one of them to have a reasonable discussion. Eldex has been less than cooperative since Gall's death. We know he's leading the remaining Vaadwaur forces, and there's no signs that the neural parasites are still influencing them, which is the only good news. The Vaadwaur won't stop their assaults until the Kabali surrender the remaining stasis pods, but the Kabali government refuses to do so unless the Vaadwaur agree to peace talks. We're at an impasse.
Understood. I'm on my way, Captain Kim. Of course, the front phaser lance on this is well, in the front, in the front. So naturally,
Inbound. Brace yourselves.
Yeah, the phaser lance on this ship is in the front, so targets actually have to be, well, in the front for me to actually be able to use it. How did they warp in? How did they warp in that close to the planet? Well, and I think that he's completely and early. My abilities. Now, I'd like to be able to fire the weapons. I would very much like to be able to... Oh, God, that... Yeah, that was not too much of a surprise, given the fact... That was not too much of a surprise, given the fact they hit me with the cannon barrage while all my shields were down because of the ability. Come on, keep Oh god. All right. There we go.
Thank you for arriving so quickly. I'm still not sure what happened. All I know is that we lost contact with the temple, and several hours later a large Vaadwaur fleet attacked. However, I'm still not sure if the Vaadwaur have entered the temple. If they have, they may already be reactivating their soldiers in stasis. We're safe here, for now, but the battle on the ground continues. No one can enter the temple, and the Vaadwaur are seizing control of the surrounding area.
We need to take it back. Captain Kim, Henchun, Jitayan. The three of us are going in with the away teams.
Sounds like a plan. I've located a safe area in the trenches for transport. My team and I will go down first and secure the area. See you there.
Will Voyager be coming to help us?
Voyager is currently on a high-priority operation in Vaadwaur-controlled space. Any comm chatter could give away their position. Whatever they're doing, Tuvok says it's important. But that's all I know.
Understood. Can your team aid us on the ground?
My officers and I will join you. The Samsar will return to the dock with a small repair team, but I'm sending the majority of my crew to the city. We cannot allow the Vaadwaur to take control of it as well. Our flagship will be of no use to us if the planet is lost.
The Goliath and the USS Rhode Island will secure the system against any additional Vaadwaur ships. Right. Yeah, I use that ability I got from the my other Terran ship a long time ago, and they hit me with that cannon barrage, which knocked my shields off. Well, my shields were offline already because of that ability from the Terran Somerville ship that I carried over to this one, and they hit me with the cannon barrage, and that completely did a number on the hull. Whoops.
The Kabali forces are spread thin, and the Vaadwaur are making a push toward the temple. If I may, I have a suggestion for our plan of attack.
Tell me your plan, Captain.
Hanshin Jitanian and his team will attack the outer area of the trenches, making their way to the temple. My away team will move to the opposite end of the trenches and support the remaining Kabali soldiers there. While they're holding their flanks, your team and I will push through the center and strike the Vaadwaur in the temple courtyard. Your thoughts?
Agreed. Hanshin Jitanian, do you have any objections?
None. My team is eager to prove themselves. You and your allies have set quite an example for us to live up to. We'll support the forces at the other end of the trenches and then make our way to the temple. Hopefully, we'll be able to meet up with you before the final assault.
Very good. Let's move out.
The Romulans lost the point ahead. But we push forward and retake it. We should repair these turrets. More Vaadwaur will be coming.
Alright. Come over here, fix this one. And Captain Kim's working on the other one.
Here they come.
For all that time we spent
Take out that drop pod.
For all that time we spent repairing those, we
Clear
could.
here. Let's keep moving.
Okay, things just exploding all around me. But yeah, for all that time we spent repairing those deals, we could have oh my god, what am I trying to say? We could have just destroyed the pod.
There's an injured Mako up ahead. See what you can do for him.
Thank you for your assistance. I'm Commander Lewis Cooper. I can't stay in custody, but my search and recovery mission has already gone off track, and I need to rendezvous with the rest of my squad. Perhaps our paths will cross again someday. Good luck.
Good luck in your search, Commander.
Looks like he's safe, but we've got more Vaadwaur incoming. Take out that Vaadwaur drop pod, and then keep moving.
All right.
We're almost there.
Drop pod destroy. All right, let's move on to the final push here. Oh, whoops.
Our scouts report that the temple is heavily defended. We still have some Vaadwaur attacking our flanks, but my soldiers insist they can keep them occupied long enough for us to retake the temple. Are you ready for the final push?
It sounds like there are other areas in the trenches that could use help.
There are other areas of the trenches in need of aid. My team and I could go help them while Captain Kim and his team stay with you. Or, if you think you can assault the temple alone, Captain Kim will rendezvous with his officers as well. However, I highly recommend you bring all of us in for your attack on the temple.
Yes, everyone should assault the temple.
Are you sure you want all of us to attack the temple?
I'm certain. Let's go. I got something stuck in my teeth and it is bothering the hell out of me. Come on, click. Oh my god. All right. There we go. Things just explode. Things just exploding all around us.
The temple was secure, and the doors are still locked, which means the Vaadwaur didn't break in either. Let's see. Okay. I've seen this sort of algorithm before. I'll have the door open in no time. After that, we can figure out what happened to the temple's security system. It shouldn't have done this.
Good. Do you need support out here?
I don't deny that we'll need support. My team is one of the few still intact. Captain Kim's away team should meet up with us soon, but we don't know what kind of numbers we'll be up against. However, the temple itself should be free of Vaadwaur. If I may suggest, perhaps only you and Captain Kim should enter, and your officers can stay here and help us hold the area.
This isn't the first time I've been asked to leave my away team behind. We'll be fine. All right, in we go.
At least all the Vaadwaur here are in stasis pods. Let's take a look around. I want to know why the Kabali lost control of their security systems.
Sounds good. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious. I think I'm going to need to switch over to this one for something later. Even I might be able to use this. We'll see.
That's not right. According to these readings, the occupant of this pod was me? But the name on it is Ket. Must be a computer glitch. Could be a symptom of a bigger problem, but whoever was in this pod is gone now. Looks like it was open before the problem started. Hold on. I'll access the temple security footage. Maybe that can show us something.
Let's see what's in the security footage.
That's me. But from over 30 years ago. What in the world?
Stay back! Are you with the Vidians? What do you want from me?
Ketan, you have to calm down. My name is Jetlaya. I'm here to help you.
That's not my name! Where am I? Where is Voyager? I need to contact my ship.
Wait! Come back!
Jetlaya. And me? Hold on. There's more security footage. This is the last thing that was recorded.
Voyager,
This is Ensign Harry Kim. If you get this message, I'm in an unknown alien prison. I've escaped my captors and I'm looking for a way out. I'll send another message with my coordinates as soon as I can. Come find me.
That was me. From over 30 years ago, in my old Voyager uniform. And they're turning him, into a Kabali. They knew. This whole time I've been here, they knew. And Lindsay, Jedliah, she knew. I know I've had a difficult time accepting the Kabali, but they keep too many secrets. They should have told me. Told us about this.
Wait a second, you? How?
A lot of strange things happened on Voyager's trip through the Delta Quadrant. During our second year here, the ship and everyone on it were duplicated. It was a freak accident, an encounter with a subspace divergence field we still can't completely explain. But two Voyagers, sharing the same point in space-time, it was a recipe for disaster. We tried to cooperate, to find some way to save both ships, but...
But you couldn't.
I'm from the duplicate ship. Captain Janeway sacrificed it so one Voyager could survive. The other, Harry, was killed in a hull breach before that happened. Captain Janeway sent me and Ensign Wildman's baby to his Voyager before she self-destructed our ship. It made sense at the time. I'm Harry Kim. I have all my memories, my knowledge, same as him. We were exactly alike in every way. Except one of us got to keep living, and the other one didn't.
Hey, sorry about not answering. I don't like talking when the NPCs are. But hopefully everything's going good. And now that's changed.
It's changed, all right. Best I can guess is that a Kabali ship must have found his body floating in space. It's a 1,000,000 to 1 shot, but Lindsay might have remembered our coordinates when we were duplicated and known where to start looking. They must have spent decades reconstructing him and putting him through their rebirth process. I don't know whether to be impressed or horrified. I think I'll go with both.
So hopefully everything's going good this morning. So you're not the real Harry Kim.
If you want to get technical, Harry and I are the same person. We have the same memories, the same knowledge. We both hate the cold, and we love music, and we both like mushrooms and onions on pizza. And we share a soul, I guess you could say, if you go for that sort of thing. Quantum duplication is a difficult thing to summarize. It's only happened a few times. I don't even understand it, and I wouldn't be alive without it.
We'd be able to complete our mission.
I'll be okay. A little shaken up, but Captain Janeway once told me, we're Starfleet officers. Weird is what we do. And this certainly applies.
What's your opinion of the situation?
From what we saw on the security footage, it looks like the other me has taken control of the entire base. That's not too surprising. Not only does he have all the knowledge of a Starfleet officer, the rebirth process transformed his brain. The Kabali's 6-lobed brains give them natural abilities in mathematics, physics, wave phenomena, everything he'd need to know to do this. He's still wearing his comm badge, though. I can tap into it. You should try talking to him first. Try to calm him down and convince him to surrender.
Don't you want to talk to him?
Not yet. He's already scared and confused. Seeing me before he gets his bearings, it will just make things worse.
Agreed. I'll talk to him. The only thing I think that looks like a complete copy from the galaxy version is the lance on the underside of the saucer. Otherwise, I think it looks like just looks more, and the pod. Hold on a second. There's something I need to check. Dog's in there barking. All right, sorry about that. we're expecting a package. Anytime the dogs bark, I have to go check. But as I was saying, the Lexington looks like a Yorktown. It's just got the phaser lance under it and that pod on the top of it. Agreed. I'll talk to him. But like I mentioned, the only thing, and yeah. If anything, I just think the only thing that's different is the lance on the underside of the saucer and the, which I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, I don't know what they are. The lance, the Aghanim lance on the underside of the saucer and the pod, and yeah, the pod does look like it's from a Nebula class.
Starfleet! Wait, I don't recognize you. You're not from Voyager? And your uniform? This is a trick. I don't know who you really are, but stay away from me. I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to get back to my ship. You can tell whoever you're working for that Captain Janeway's coming back for me. She won't leave anyone behind.
Harry, we're here to help. This isn't a trick.
He's severed the comm link, but I've got a lock on his coordinates. He's deep in the base, down in the old Vaudouar tunnels that even the Cabali don't enter very often. And he's locked down all the main corridors that lead to his location. There's a way, though. There's emergency climbing equipment here. The Cabali put it in a few months ago in case they lost power during the Vaudouar attacks. We could use it to cross the chasm and get closer to where he is.
What will you be doing?
I'll be right behind you. But it's time to see if I can talk some sense into the other me. He wants to contact Voyager, but if he does, he'll reveal their position. Unless we stop him, Harry either ruins Voyager's mission and possibly gets them killed or captured, or he finds a ship, sets a course for their coordinates, and gets blasted by the Vaudouar.
Why can't we just use a transporter?
Good idea. Kim to Rhode Island. We need an emergency transport to... Kim to Rhode Island. Can you hear me? Kim to Chitanian. Kim to...
I can't get through to my ship either.
He's locked out external comms. Probably wants to stop anyone left in here from calling for help. I'm afraid the zip lines are the only option. Unless you can fly.
Understood. I'll see you on the other side of the chasm. But yeah, it's I think it looks fine. It just got two other, like I mentioned, it just looks like a Yorktown with the pod on it and that lance on the underside of it. To which most of the time you ain't even going to be able to see the lance. Most of the time you ain't even going to be able to see. Oh my god! Most of the time you ain't even going to see the lance underneath the saucer. But there is one other thing I got. Like I mentioned, let me. I know I'm probably a. There is one other thing I got. It ain't on the character. I was intending to using it though, but yes. And of course, I got the variant, the scimitar variant for this one. Good. I think these are like I think this one is what the set is. But of course, this is the one I'm going to be using. But I'm going to be using that on my my Romulan Delta recruits because the ship that's going on with the summer event is Federation aligned only. Even though I wasn't paying attention when I noticed that. Wasn't paying attention when I was trying to get that.
I know you're confused, but you have to trust us.
What is this? Another me? You expect me to trust a shapeshifter?
All I can hope. Of course, I don't know if the scimitar, or I don't know if that variant actually has the ability to fire while cloaked like the actual scimitar does. I guess I'll find out once I'm able to use it.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
The circuits are completely fried. Let's find another door.
That zipline looked pretty powerful, pretty strong to be able to hold a human. probably even stronger when I was playing my Gordon character.
He's trying to override it again. Give me a second.
Don't want to run through that. Don't want to run through that while the circuits are being.
Let's keep going.
Of course, all this ain't so much of a problem. All this ain't so much of a problem. It's what's coming. It's what's coming up. That's the issue, of course. And it ain't this section. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. There we go.
Huh. It looks like he's modified the empty stasis pods to send out bursts of electricity. Tricky. I might be able to slow it down from here, but we can't stop what he's done without access to the main console, which is on the other side of the room. I'll stay here and do what I can to delay the bursts, but you'll have to get past them to shut them down.
Stay here. I'll get to the console. Shut this down.
Now, let's see.
That's, of course, it ain't this part that's the issue. Although I've had trouble.
You'll need to move through when they're in their disabled state.
Oh, like I said, I've had trouble with this before.
Stop me getting back to
Good.
my ship.
Good.
I'm you.
All right, let's not.
Harry,
Let's make sure I don't. Make sure I don't overestimate the time on this stupid
Liar!
this stupid thing.
I'm your quantum duplicate. Remember the power phase?
I gotta take this shit.
The proton burst?
I gotta take this shit slow.
There were 2 Voyagers.
2 Voyagers? Yeah, right. How would that happen?
Gotta take this shit very slow. There we go. Oh.
It was the spatial suit. Think, Harry. No.
All right, there we go. I'm through that group.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why I'm here, or why you don't want me to get back to Voyager.
All right. Ooh. Hey.
It's been
And I gotta
32 years.
And I gotta be careful here too. Gotta be careful here so I don't roll into the thing and don't walk on the electrified platform.
I don't feel dead.
Hey, only one failure there.
The Kabali brought
Oh.
you back. But to do so, they had to change your DNA. Make you Kabali.
And somehow I managed to get through that I managed to get through that.
We should keep moving.
Oh my god. Despite getting knocked out that one time, I still managed to do that under 2 minutes somehow. I don't know how, but that's what the accolade said. I think my next least favorite part of this is coming up, and then of course
Harry!
Jetlaya, are you okay? How did... General Cunell said there wouldn't be any more secrets.
I'm okay. Harry, I didn't know they'd send you.
How long did you know?
Harry, I don't think this is the time.
How long did you know?
I didn't know when I was on Voyager, if that's what you're asking. We need to stop Ketan. He locked the rest of my team away. They're safe, but trapped. We're the only ones who can help him.
We need to move fast. Ketan's not in his right mind. The rebirth process can be difficult under the best conditions, and I don't know. Maybe humans resist the process more than other species. It took me a long time to accept what I was.
and he's having the same problem.
Yes. He doesn't know what happened. I tried to tell him, but he still thinks it's 32 years ago, Voyager is lost in the Delta Quadrant, and we're in league with the Vidians. He's desperate to get home. When Ketan started tampering with the security devices, he tripped an alert that was sent to the Vaadwaur. They think their soldiers are waking up, which is why they're so desperate to get inside. He's putting us all at risk. We need to help him.
We'll do what we can.
Action item 238. To resurrect your best friend and give him a second chance for a long life. It's not working out so well, is it?
He's trying to contact Voyager. Is that possible from here?
I'm not familiar with everything in this area. We rarely go down this deep. There are still Vaadwaur traps here that make exploration dangerous. However, as far as we understand, this facility was intended as a final shelter for the Vaadwaur. It would make sense that they would have had a way to contact the outside world. But if Ketan finds a communication device and uses it to contact Voyager, the Vaadwaur will hear his message too.
What's your analysis, Captain Kim?
Ketan is a danger to himself and to Voyager. If he succeeds in this gambit and contacts Voyager, he'll draw every Vaadwaur in the sector to their coordinates. I can't allow that. We have to stop him. He's putting Tuvok and his crew in danger.
Then we need to save them both.
Just let me get back to Voyager.
Oh god, here we go. Oh god, here we go.
It looks like this used to be a server room of sorts. But it's not like one I've seen before. All this is computer storage. And it's massive. 900-year-old Vaadwaur technology. It's a lot different from anything we have back home. And he's using this to completely block us out. Terrific. There doesn't seem to be a way around this.
Could you lower whatever these things are?
I'm sure Jedliah and I can figure out something, given enough time. But if I was on the other side of this, and I am, I'd be trying to stop anyone from moving these. There has to be some sort of reset command. But with our luck, it's on the far side of the maze. Jedliah and I will keep Ketan from blocking you in. But you'll need to get through this and reset the servers so they return to their start position.
Great. You keep working on it. I'll start trying to find a way through it.
Think I can make you
Oh god.
Wait here.
And of course, there's a Kabali trapped in there too.
You're good to go. I'll monitor the area from here.
Oh my god, I fucking hate this section.
I'm sorry this is how we had to meet again, Harry.
Oh, already right off dead end.
That
Yes,
makes
yeah, that's the
You should have told me.
yeah, the Lisette is that version that's still what am I trying to say? The Lisette's that hold on. I know.
And if we had, what would you have done?
And I can still claim it on this character too, even though I don't think I can. I might be able to use it here.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just.
But I had the right
Yeah,
to
it's
know
just.
you had a
Yeah,
copy
yes,
of me in cold storage.
The Toll War. That's the Lisette.
Are you
Looking at
saying
ships.
he doesn't have the right
Looking
to
at ships
leave
while I'm stuck in this. Looking at the ships while I'm stuck in this stupid maze.
I don't know. This
Okay.
is all a lot to take.
All right,
in
I
at
think
once.
I'm making progress.
Well, I know it is. Imagine how Ketan feels.
Taking a lot. I think I'm making. Okay, I think I just jinxed myself.
I have a good idea.
Yeah.
Confused.
Yes.
Angry.
Yes.
Isolated.
Yes, I just jinxed myself, thinking, "Hey, I'm making progress." No.
Ketan died trying to save Voyager, and it happened so quickly, he doesn't even realize what happened.
Yeah, the maze. I hate this. This is my only
He
annoyance
understood
with
the
this mission.
risks,
Is this?
And he accepted them.
This is my only annoyance with this particular thing. Is this stupid maze? Please tell me I'm not. Please tell me I'm not. Okay, good. Good progress.
Did he really? Think about the man you were then.
Progress. There should be a Kabali somewhere around here, from the looks of it.
Joining Starfleet
Hey.
comes with certain duties. I understood that
Mark the
then,
thing first.
and I do now.
Finally, I found someone! I got separated from everyone when all the craziness started, and I was
seem
trying
to
to find my
remember
way
a
to a
kid
comm
who
panel
was
to
as
call for
scared as
help
I
when this
was.
maze
All we
just
wanted was
rose
to
up
get home.
around me. Now I have no idea what to do.
I'll do what I
Yeah.
can to help you.
Thank you.
I was scared back
And
then.
I know this is
I
a
missed my
terrible
family.
way to meet a potential
But I
captain.
did what I had to do
but
to get
do
back
you
to
have any places available on board your ship?
You
General
got back
Cunell is
home,
planning
Harry.
an officer
You did
exchange
what you had
program,
to do.
and
Ketan
I'm one of the first
didn't
recruits.
get that chance.
We want to learn from the Alliance, as well as thank you for all you've done for our world.
And I'm
I'd
sorry
be honored
for
if you
him.
allow me to join your crew.
But is this better?
As soon as I find my way out of here, of course.
Starfleet will be honored to have a Kabali aboard the Goliath.
He has a new
All right.
life. Ketan can be anything or go anywhere he wants now.
All right, we're good. Well,
As a
let me
Kabali,
rephrase that.
He's not who
Let
he
me
was
rephrase
anymore.
that. We'll be good once I get through this. Once I get through this maze. My God, I hate this.
And is that a worse option than being dead?
And the worst part is, I do it every time, and I do this every time, and yet I always forget where the stupid path is to get out.
Of course not. But I should have been able to choose.
Why? He's your duplicate,
Okay.
Harry,
Oh,
but he's
I was
not
gonna say,
you.
but nope, still a dead end.
I know what he would want.
Do ya? Because you can't even convince Ketan to drop this maze and talk to you.
You think so?
When you put it that way, maybe we are different. He's being so stubborn.
I mean, it kind of makes sense they'd have a. It kind of makes sense that they'd have a. Oh, good. Oh, good progress.
And he's allowed to be both.
Oh, thank God. There we go. Maze disabled. Maze disabled. That's the worst. That's the worst. And I'm pretty sure they'd probably accolade getting through that first. Maybe. But of course, me being me, if there is a deal for it, I sure ain't getting it. Of course, probably not, since there's dialogue with a Kabali. Probably not, since there is dialogue with a Kabali in there. I don't even have this much trouble. I don't even have that much trouble with the section coming up. Yeah, this section. I mean, granted, I still fall through the thing every now and then.
It's not working. But if I do this, maybe I can buy some time.
Yeah, that's of course the dialogue cuts off as soon as you lower that maze.
We have him. Ket, cornered. Without those platforms, though, we have no way to reach him. It's insane. He's manipulating these old defense systems like he's in a Captain Proton Hollow.
I need you and Jetlion to figure out how to get these platforms operational again.
We have command codes that allow us to interface with the older Vadwar technology. We've never seen the need to replace systems that still work. But it looks like Ketan has made some modifications. I'll need to override his changes. The best I can do right now is to expose the central power cores behind each platform.
Let's start. Captain Kim, does that give you anything to work with?
Yes, it does. Ketan will be monitoring for any changes in the platform's functionality. But I can modify the central power cores to react to energy weapons. If you shoot the cores, you'll be able to power up the platforms and force them open. But you'll only have a short window before he resets them. If we want to do this, Jetlion and I will stay here to keep trying to seize control of the network back from Ketan. And there's still that matter of the field protecting it.
I'm open to suggestions, Captain Kim.
When the Kabali first found this room, the old Vadwar EPS systems were too degraded to handle all the power. They installed regulators throughout the area as a stopgap measure until they could replace the conduits. Basically, it meant that even if one conduit failed, the network would stay active. Those regulators are still in place, and we can use them to get to Ketan.
What's your plan?
Jedliah has command codes we can use to overload the regulators. The chain overload will generate a wave of power that will build until it overloads the generators Ketan is using to maintain the field protecting him. Get these codes into 4 of the consoles and it will short out the field. Once he's distracted, Jedliah and I can reset the platforms to their normal state.
Anything else I need to know?
One last thing. Jedliah and I can run this program 3 different ways. The one that would buy you the most time before the platforms are reduced also takes the most of our attention. There's also a balanced option, or If you don't like either of those, I can spend most of my time trying to counter Ketten's plans. What do you want us to do? Whatever we choose will determine how difficult it will be for you going forward.
Okay, sorry. Focus all your efforts on the program.
Are you certain you want us to focus our efforts on keeping the platforms operational? This will give you about 8 seconds after you activate the platforms before Ketten deactivates them.
I'm certain.
Give us a few more seconds.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh God. Speaking of which, yeah, I'm not great with these platforms. Even with this,
the cores are exposed. It's your move now.
Boom. And then the codes here.
What are you doing? Are those command codes? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which of course is a bit of a mistake entering command codes. Command codes here.
Trying to access data on the new flagship.
Case in point.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Case in point. All right. Oh yeah, this section right here is not too much of a problem. So when we get to the middle one,
That's it. Keep giving me the codes.
it's this one. Secondary, but oh God.
Whatever you're thinking of trying, don't. We're almost there.
Oh crap.
You keep saying that, but I'm still here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, damn. I thought I had it that time too.
Stand down before this gets any worse.
Hold on, let me inch my way over here. Doo-doo-doo.
Worse? How can it get worse?
Excuse me, what?
I don't want
Okay.
anyone to get hurt.
Okay, I need to have a look at the platforms this time, because obviously that did not go the way I planned.
And I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want my life back.
Oh, well, at least I got through that time. That wasn't too difficult.
You're too late. I'm getting back to Voyager, no matter what.
I noticed I didn't get the accolade for not falling through the thing that time. Oh boy. Okay, whatevs.
This is bad. Ketten used Jedlia's command codes to access the Kabali flagship in orbit and transport himself to the bridge. Not only that, but he has Voyager's coordinates. If he goes there, the Vaadwaur will see it as an act of war. We'll lose Ketten, the Kabali flagship, and probably Voyager too.
He won't stand a chance against the Vaadwaur. Not alone.
Exactly. We have to stop that ship.
Agreed. I'll return to the Goliath. You should get back to the Rhode Island.
I'm coming too. I helped find Ketten's body. I've watched over him during the rebirth process. It's my responsibility to help him now. Please, you must let me do this. I need to fix the mistakes I've made.
Very well. Go with Captain Kim. I'll be on the Goliath. Transport me directly to the bridge. We're going after the Kabali ship. Yeah, I didn't get the accolade for not falling through. Whatever. Could have sworn I had it on the second try, but no, the platform just went poof. All right, and of course, it's taking a little time to load. It's kind of weird. This section's kind of weird here too, because he can see that he's fighting Federation.
I told you to stay away! Why won't you listen? I'm going to find Voyager, and I won't let you stop me. I can arm this ship. Don't make me do it. I don't want to hurt you, but I will if you keep trying to stop me from getting back to Voyager.
Voyager's in enemy territory. If you go there, you'll die.
You're not giving me a choice.
all weapons and fire!
I can't tell whether the lance knocked the shields offline or if it was something else. Oh, he's focused.
He's got no warp.
Of course, I like having fighters too, which is always helpful.
What was that? Like a disruption beam. He scrambled all of our systems for a second or two and then went to warp. This is not good. He set a course for Voyager. His warp drive's damaged, though. He's only going warp 6, and I don't think he can push the engines any harder. Not without an engineering team. I know we can catch him. Then we just have to convince him to stop.
Setting a pursuit course. Yeah, it doesn't. This being a discovery character, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that warp effect. The ship kind of glows before going to warp. Actually, kind of interesting that it does that on any ship that I play on this character.
Give me one good reason why I can't contact Voyager. They're not on any secret mission in enemy territory. I found them. They're in something called Krenim space. I don't even know who the Krenim are. Voyager is trying to get home, just like me.
Harry, it's been 32 years. Tuvok commands Voyager now. A lot has happened, and Voyager is on a secret mission. If you expose them, they could all die.
Quit trying to confuse me. I know what year it is. I know who my captain is.
Look at the ship's logs. I'm not lying to you.
Kenton's not responding to hails, but I think if I use the deflector dish to emit a pulse-tachyon beam, I can disrupt his engines and force him out of warp. But he's going to be expecting something like that, which is why I'll distract him with a bit of a light show while you send the real thing from your ship.
Start your distraction. We'll configure our deflector dish. It's weird too because I don't see anything happening from the Rhode Island. And
he's out of warp and arming weapons. Get ready.
I like how my fighters were also here too. Oh no, that's right. Harry's in a science class ship, so he can knock the shields offline of enemy vessels.
I'm sending you the transporter coordinates for the Samsar's bridge.
Yeah, naturally, of course, it ain't gonna be that easy.
Prey, you are in Hirogen space, and that is an interesting ship.
Like I said, not that easy. This actually does bring up the question. The Hirogen are Delta Quadrant native species, so it kind of makes me wonder how the hell they got to the Alpha Quadrant in the earlier missions.
Ah, a new Kabali battleship. We have heard rumors about the corpse collectors and their new toys, but this is Hirogen space. Leave now and leave the ship as a trophy. We will see how well it performs in a hunt.
In the name of the Delta Alliance, I ask you to stand down.
The Alliance is the only reason we did not open fire the moment we detected you. You should have left when I was feeling generous.
You leave us no choice. Red alert. That's of course the Klingon players have a different. That was weird. I wasn't able to use the lance. Hold on. Oh god, all my shields.
Of course we are hit.
I think the fighters here are a little bit crazy.
The ship is disabled. Sensors are showing the repair teams are trapped in several rooms on board, but they are otherwise unharmed. Ketton's on the bridge alone. If I could talk to him, maybe I could convince him to come back home. There's no one who understands all he's going through like I do.
Agree. I'll transport with you to the bridge.
I'm going to. I have to see Ketten face to face. It's time to talk this out.
One to transport. Part with the Herogen, that part with the Herogen didn't actually go too bad. So this was supposed to end yesterday. But for some reason it's still going. not like I'm complaining, since it helped me get the event campaign rewards. Not like I'm complaining, since it helped me get the rewards I wanted. I think if another one of these actually pops up, and it probably will, eventually, I'll go for the thing where you can get one of the ships out of the infinity boxes. Holy crap! I couldn't think about what the hell I was trying to say. All right, we're almost done. We're almost done here. Just need to beam onto the bridge of the ship, and get him to talk him down.
Maybe you should talk to him first. Try to calm him down. He's not in the mood to listen to Harry or me.
I'll do what I can.
Why are you trying so hard to keep me from getting home? I don't even understand what's going on anymore. Why do I look like this? Like them?
They're called Kabali, and you're becoming Kabbalah too. Did you see the date on the ship's logs?
I saw the star date. What happened? How do I get back to Voyager? To my time?
Harry, you died.
How do I get back to my life?
Oh, whoops. Harry, you died 32 years ago. Kabali revived you, but you'll be Kabali. There's no going back.
I died? I can't remember. Why can't I remember? You're taking my memories from me. I won't forget. I can't forget Voyager. I cannot forget my friends.
Even if you do lose your memories, your friends will never forget you. But Voyager is part of your own life.
Ketten, you have to stop this. If you contact Voyager, I'm done listening to you. I just want to go home. I want my life back. The life you stole from me.
I understand. I wanted to be Ensign Lindsay Ballard. I loved my life, my friends, you. And then I died. And that life was gone. I tried to get it back, but I would have been living a lie.
So I should just give up who I am?
No, I'm saying that life ended. But now you have a chance to live a new one. I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. Action item 478. Help my best friend own the day. Every day.
Even with everything I've done?
Forgiven. We don't hold grudges against family.
I can't tell you what to do, Ken. But the Kabali will be there for you. And I'll do whatever I can to help. Would you tell me what happened? Voyager, and how you got home? About Mom and Dad and Libby? I think I want to know. Of course I can.
Thank you for your help. Ketten's going to have a new life with us. A long and happy one where he can be whoever he wants to be. My people have been outsiders for so long. The other species don't understand us or what we have to do to survive. We want to reach out to them. Be a part of the Quadrant again.
And if Ketten decides he wants to explore the Quadrant again?
If Ketten decides he wants to leave Kabali Prime at some point, that's his choice. He can even rejoin Starfleet. But we will always be his family.
Fair enough. Captain Kim?
I'm happy for Ketten. He gets a second chance at life. A different one than what he had planned, but
That's the way life is. When I graduated from the academy, I never thought I'd spend 7 years lost in the Delta Quadrant. Didn't think it would take me as long as it did to get my own command. Didn't think Lindsay and I would never... That's all in the past now. And it's made me the man I am today. Just like Kenton will be the man he's supposed to be.
I'm glad you see it that way, Harry.
I'm not letting the Kabali completely off the hook, though. Cunell told me there wouldn't be any more secrets, and then they kept this from me. If the Kabali want to be a part of the Delta Quadrant community, they need to be more forthcoming about who they're adding to their families. These men and women aren't getting a choice. Maybe rebirth is a gift, but it's a gift people should have the right to reject.
Agreed. Good luck, Captain Kim. Beam back over, and that should be the mission. That should be the mission complete. Delta Quadrant arc finished. So now we'll move on to the icon. Well, next time. Since I got the thing I was trying for, I could add.
Kenton has been sent back to Kabali Prime to finish the process of rebirth. In the meantime, the Kabali have agreed to make their list of currently held bodies public knowledge. Anyone who wishes for their dead not to be turned into Kabali will have the body returned to them. Thank you for all your help with this. This was very personal for me to deal with, and I'm glad I had someone like you at my side to help me through it.
I think I'll go impulse engines. I don't want to change the weapons on this ship, since they're actually the weapons on this ship are actually specific for this type, outside of the course the torpedoes. So and of course maybe the Tholian thing if I ever get that, but for the time being. Alright. Oh, I gotta go through my inventory. It's a little crowded. Alright. That being said, I'm done for right now, so do me a favor if you would. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Helps me on my channel out quite a bit. So I'm done for right now, so thank you for